Well, we're back here again with another video. Interesting post I seen on one of the UFC fan pages I follow on Facebook, and it said Chad Mendes versus Jeremy Stephens. Who wins? First of all, Chad Mendes is 18-4, only losing to Jose Aldo twice, Conor McGregor, and Frank Edgar. So those are very credible opponents that he lost to. Losing to Conor on only, he lost to Conor on only 10 days notice. And that fight was really close for the first 2 rounds, and Conor caught him in the third. Chad just gassed out, and Conor caught him. Who knows what would have happened if it was a full count. And Jeremy Stephens, 28-14. And he's on a 3-fight win streak, and all 3 of those fights were 2 fight of the night bonuses and 1 performance of the night bonuses against Gilbert Melendez, Du Hoi Choi, and Josh Emmett, which that fight was fucking brutal. The way he elbowed Josh Emmett once he knocked him down and just swarmed him and started elbowing, man, dude, God, those were vicious. And that's why I think this fight is very interesting, because it could literally go either way. Most fights, you have a kind of idea who can win. Of course, anything can happen. It is MMA. But usually, I'm pretty confident in one or the other. I'm usually pretty close on who wins and who loses, just based on my experience watching fights. Hold on one sec. Let me give me something to drink. Just based on my experience on fighting, it's usually pretty close on who I think is going to win. This, I don't know. That's why I think it's such an interesting fight. Chad's wrestling's way better than Jeremy Stephens. Chad has great stand-up. I personally think Chad would win based on his wrestling, but Jeremy Stephens lays motherfuckers out, and he knocks them out cold. So that's an interesting fight. I seen that, and I just don't know. What do you guys think? Man, Jeremy Stephens on a little tear. 3-fight win streak, 3 performances of the night, or 2 fight of the nights, 1 performance bonus. Man, it's a close call, and it's an interesting fight, and I think this fight needs to happen. I think it's an interesting fight for the featherweight division. It can mix some things up, put Chad Mendes in top of the rankings, and maybe a future title shot spot. He's very well capable. The way he knocked out what's his name, Miles Judge or whatever his name was this past week. I watched that fight. I just can't remember the dude's name. Tall, lanky dude. He fucking blasted him. Stayed composed. Didn't rush in, and took a chance and knocked him out with a left hook. Well, knocked him down with a left hook and followed up with some strikes, and it's TKO. He has striking in his own right, and he has way better wrestling than Jeremy Stephens. That's why I personally think Chad Mendes would win. But I learned not to doubt Jeremy Stephens. He has tremendous fucking power and can knock out anybody in that division. Like I said, he's on a little tear. So it's an interesting fight. What do you guys think? Leave some comments below. Would you be interested? Would you buy that fight to watch that fight on pay-per-view? I know I would. If it has a couple more decent fights, that's a pretty damn good fight, and it could literally go either way. That's why I like it. What do you guys think? Leave some comments below. I'll respond.